Hello and welcome to Currency Call. An interesting day as the markets are reacting to the U.S. announcement of the agreement that they have had on the U.S. debt ceiling. And there you can see dollar index after initial knee-jerk reaction of a gain is trading nearly 0.3% with a decline there. Some support is what we saw in case of euro, and support has continued in most of those Asian currencies as well. And ditto is the case with Indian rupee also, which has traded most part of the day in positive there, and that's how it's holding even at this point in time, 44.07 on your screens. Let's get in the guests then, and Pramit Brahmbhatt, CEO ALPARI Forex, joins us live from Ahmedabad with his take on what's happening in currencies. Pramit, hi, welcome to the show. Let's start with Indian rupee first, and some bit of a support coming in, not very unpredictable looking at the way Asian currencies and equities were trading in the morning. But do you see rupee strengthening further from here?
Well, I would say that the rupee has strengthened in last week more due to the crisis in US rather than the fundamental strengthening of the rupee. So what we can see is that, even though the US has reached the agreement, the detail hasn't come out, and what sort of cuts they are going to have and what sort of tax rises they're going to have, that will be coming later on in details. Until that, market is trading a bit cautiously. If market is happy with that, I think rupee will depreciate from this level rather than appreciate.
Pramit, the feeling in the market is that US may have averted an immediate risk of a default, but the concerns are still on.
Exactly, that is the concern of the market, and market is waiting for the details of this tonight and tomorrow further on meetings, that what are the details they have agreed on. Overall, they have, yes, avoided the default, but the detail has to come out. And I think the details, US is not going to release the details as on one go, and they will put it one by one, as they already discussed that they will form a committee to set up the debt cuts and to increase the tax rises. So for that, there won't be any immediate threat to the market, or there won't be any decline in the US dollar as a currency. But as the committees will be formed and more and more information will come out, we will see the decline in dollar going ahead.
Pramit, the US market is yet to react to Obama's statement. What kind of a session are you expecting in the evening today if we talk about the dollar and the euro?
I would say it will be very mixed reaction. Overall, dollar will get strength due to that, because once the detail will come out, the more detail in regards to the cuts won't be there. It will be overall very broad detail, and then that won't make market panic, and I think that will support the dollar tonight.
How of the New Zealand dollar, Australian dollar kind of currencies, Pramit? Because New Zealand dollar made an all-time high during the day today. I mean, there of course is that fund movement coming into the commodity currencies.
Yes, because of the risk factor at the moment, what we are seeing is that the risk factor is with the US as well as with the European market, and that's why the investors are moving to the commodity currency. One of the other reasons is the higher interest rate in this currency is also attracting the investors.
Another word also on the euro now, because the debt concerns there still are on, the contagion fears have been on there as well. While you are saying that you would want to see some kind of a decline coming in euro, what kind of a range are you working with on that?
I would say it depends what sort of announcement coming from the US tonight. Also, there are some data is expected from US tonight. So from at the existing level around 1.4440, we can see good 70 to 80 pip correction if the news coming from US fall in line with the expectation of the market. We can see up to 1.43 level euro dollar can touch tonight.
All right, Pramit, we'll let you go at that. Thank you so much for joining us. So Indian rupee, of course, has seen a knee-jerk reaction, can see some further support, but it's the euro that can see a further decline, as Pramit tells you. Another 4250 kind of basis points of a decline or correction is what you can expect in that single currency. With that, it's a wrap on this segment of Currency Call. Thank you for watching.